Welcome, beautiful people. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I know I am. Welcome to yet another video. I decided to do some different content for you guys. I know, as we all know, this is the international week, so there will be no matches playing for the Chelsea and all the Premier League games overall. The next game is on April 3rd, guys. So this is about a 2-week long period of which we will not be having any matches. So I thought you guys would feel better if I gave you a bit of entertainment, a bit of new content. So I'll be doing my most impactful top 10 players for the Chelsea Premier League so far. Well, if you enjoy my video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Comment down below on who is your most impactful player so far. And don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you share with your family and friends. Other than that, let's get right into the video. So for all the players I'll be listing today, I try to not be biased. Of course, I have a few favorites. I'm not going to mention them, but some players really outstanding for me. They made a lot of difference for this Premier League so far. Of course, the difference is so clear that since Tuchel took over, we moved from the top 10 players in the Premier League table to number 4, guys. We're currently at number 4. I don't know whether we'll be able to win the Premier League because Manchester City, guys, but we'll do our best. Maybe second? I don't know, guys. I'm feeling a bit positive about it. We have a few tough matches ahead of us. We're playing Man City for the FA Cup. That doesn't matter. But we'll also be playing for the Premier League. We'll be playing against Man City a little bit later. A few more games we'll be playing. But that is in 2 weeks, as I said. So far, guys, I am so... I don't know. I just hope that you guys will enjoy this video. And for my players, we'll just get right into it. So for my top 10 players, I'll be using the stats based on their assists, based on their passes, based on the highest goal scorers, guys. I will try to not be biased, guys. I have a few favorites, as I said, but let's get right into it. I won't waste any more of your time, and let's do it. So at number 10, guys, I will have to give Giroud. So Giroud, guys, is a favorite for many people. When he comes as a substitution, he always gives us goals. I don't know whether he's always trying to prove a point, but I love how Giroud plays. Well, if we mention Giroud, we cannot forget to mention Champions League. This is the only exception I'll make, guys. In the Champions League, Giroud has been a very exceptional player. We have to remember the game against Sevilla where he scored 4 goals all by himself. Left foot, right foot, a header kick, and a penalty, guys. Giroud is just a star. That's why he's at my number 10. Also, we can't forget the bicycle kick in the Atletico game, guys. I know this is the Premier League top 10 players, but we have to mention Giroud. Then, for my number 9 player, well, guys, this was a tough one. I really didn't know who to choose because, again, based on the stats, I had to be very critical about who I choose. There's some very brilliant players in this team. As you've seen, as we moved up the Premier League table, I will have to go with a tie. For my number 9, I will have to go with Kovacic and, of course, Jorginho. When you mention Kovacic, how will you not mention Jorginho, guys? Kovacic has the second highest passes in the Premier League table for the Chelsea games, and I generally love how he plays as a midfielder. Of course, he's just below Thiago Silva. We'll be getting to that later. Kovacic has the highest passes, second to Thiago Silva, which is something great, guys. I feel like Kovacic just adds the juice to the to the team. Of course, as I said, Kovacic and Jorginho. Jorginho has the highest goal scores, tying with Tammy Abraham, guys. So I will have to give my number 9 most impactful player of this Premier League season so far to Kovacic and Jorginho. They go so well. I feel like the peanut butter and jelly. I feel like the peanut butter and jelly, guys. I don't know. That's how I feel about them. Of course, the chemistry is great. They play really well. Of course, when Lampard left, during the Lampard era, they were really playing well. But when Tuchel took over, it was just outright there. Everything was just there. We'll see how he played. Everything was just beautiful from the two players. So Kovacic and Jorginho at my number 9 and 8. So we have no number 8 because of the tie. So at number 7, I'll be having Tammy Abraham. Guys, I know you guys love Tammy Abraham, although he has not been participating in the last few matches because of his ankle injury. Of course, he came for the training for 5 minutes and could not continue because of injury, which is really sad. He's a great player. Of course, he's played for West Ham before, and I feel like he's a very valuable player. We should keep him over for summer. He's probably going to be at his prime, and Chelsea should be the team that is getting all this from Tammy Abraham. He is, of course, our number one top goal scorer, guys. He has the most goals at 6 goals, which is great. He has contributed so much to the Premier League as a Chelsea player, and I feel like we should give him more credit than is due. Of course, there was a bit back and forth when the news was starting to circulate about Erling Haaland coming about, and there was, I don't know, those just rumors, I cannot confirm this, but Tammy Abraham was a bit, I would say nifty, is that word like nifty? I feel like he was feeling a bit bad because he is a great striker, he deserves more playtime, but the fact that they want to sign Erling Haaland will mean that he will get less time because Erling Haaland, guys, but then we have to put into consideration that the Bundesliga is not the same as the Premier League. Just take a look at Timo Werner when he was there and now, guys, but we have to just calm down and wait and see what happens. He is our number one top goal scorer, as I said. As a player, that should be given as a credit. So he is going to be my number 7 most impactful player for the Premier League in Chelsea. At number 6, I'll be going with Mendy, guys. Our number 1 goalkeeper, guys. Who does not like Mendy? Mendy has had a clean sheet for 14 games, guys. 14 games. Wow. Chelsea deserves Mendy, guys. I don't know how I'll put it. I just feel so excited when I talk about Mendy. If it was Kepa, I don't even want to think about what would happen, but I have to calm down. Kepa deserves some accolades, I will not deny. Of course, last game he played against Sheffield, I'll just have to mention that since we're talking about Kepa and not Mendy. The last time he played against Sheffield, he had some great saves, guys. I feel like kudos to Kepa, but Mendy will have to be my 6th player. Great player, a clean sheet goalkeeper, great saves. Of course, we have to give him the praise. We have to appreciate him for who he is as a goalkeeper, and we should keep him. During International Week, of course, is going. I hope there will not be any injuries. We have to maintain our goalkeeper, guys. Like if you agree. At number 5, I'll have to go with Kurt Zouma. Guys, we just have to give credit where it's due. He is my number 5 most impactful player so far for the Premier League in Chelsea, and I feel like he deserves more praise than he's actually given, guys. When he started out with Lampard, of course, he was starting a lot. He had some great aerial battles. Of course, he is ranked first in his club. He is the first for the clearances, guys. He clears the balls amazingly, guys. We have to give Kurt Zouma this number. He deserves it. Number 5. He scored some great goals in the beginning of the season. For the corner kicks, he would just dive in with a header shot, which is just beautiful. A brilliant player, an amazing player. I really love how Kurt Zouma plays. So he gets my number 5. At number 4, guys, this was really hard for me to choose between number 4 and the 3rd player. Well, I feel like these 2 players go really well. They go really well hand in hand in the pitch. But for me, I really had to look at, I literally put them 1-on-1 and compared the shots, assists, the goals, and everything just, well, turned out bad for the 4th player. Not so bad though, because he is number 4 at the top 10. So I will give him credit. At number 4, I'll have to give N'Golo Kante, guys. The one and only, the 1.5 man, according to Thomas Tuchel. N'Golo Kante is a great player. He is well built, guys. A bulldozer. He has the most tackles. He is ranked first for the interceptions in the club. So, guys, plain as it is, N'Golo Kante receives my number 4. Of course, he plays really well. I remember the last game he played against Atletico, if I'm not wrong. It was towards the last minute when Ziyech scored the goal. He was running so fast, it was just like he had just entered the game some few minutes ago. The way he ran from the other post to the other post was so fast. Guys, that was just an amazing game, an amazing player. N'Golo Kante is my number 4. Well deserved, a brilliant player, a great player. At number 4, Ngolo. At number 3, I'll have to go with Thiago Silva. Guys, I talk about Thiago Silva in almost all my videos. Of course, recently, he was out because of his injuries, and we didn't get to see a lot of him during these past few matches. But in the beginning, guys, oh my God, what was happening with Thiago Silva? Thiago Silva was just great, guys. I don't even know what to say. He was just an amazing player. He is, of course, a very great leader. We can't forget the celebration between him, Mason Mount, and Jorginho when we won against Atletico. This was something that we needed. He's a great leader. I have a nickname for him, guys. I don't know that you like it. If you got to this part and see this part, comment down below. He is my El Capitan number 2. Of course, Azpilicueta is our captain at the moment. So I will have to give him the accolades. He deserves to be my 3rd player. He's very impactful in the Chelsea game. When he's not there, we feel like something is missing. But when he's there, the game is complete. We have to give him credit. But the players can always fill up his shoes when he's not there, because we've seen it in the past few games. They've been scoring goals despite him not being there. So my 3rd player will have to be Thiago Silva. At number 2, guys, I know you guys are going to be a bit skeptical about this, but it is what it is, guys. I have to go with Timo Werner. He has the highest shots. He has the highest assists, guys. He has been playing really well. Of course, he came from the Bundesliga and he had so many goals there, but coming to the Premier League, of course, the Premier League is different, but he has been doing great. Of course, a bit of a tricky turnout when he comes one-on-one with the goalkeepers, but other than that, I feel like Timo Werner is a great player. Overall, according to the aerial battles, according to the shots, according to the assists, according to the interceptions, guys, Timo Werner deserves to be my 2nd player. He's a great striker, he's a great player overall, and I'll have to give him that. So at number 1, we all have to agree to this, guys. There is no counter about it. We have to give Mason Mount, guys. Hey! Mason Mount is a great player. According to everything, according to the rankings, the shots, the goals, he is just a great player, guys. He is, of course, the 3rd top highest goal scorer in the Chelsea Football Club for the Premier League, according to the statistics. And other than that, in all the other rankings, he is either 2nd, 3rd, or 5th. A few of them he is 12th and I think 19th. But Mason Mount deserves this. He is called Lampard's son. Of course, he was playing really well under Lampard. He continued with the same energy under Tuchel. He deserves to be my number 1 player. And that's it. Those are the most impactful players for me for this season. Of course, I have to give a special mention to the one and only Callum Hudson-Odoi. I talk about him a lot. He's a great player. He gives some great assists. Of course, under Lampard, he was not getting a lot of play time, but under Tuchel, he's been doing really great. He's been starting a lot of game time under his belt. And a special mention, shout out to Callum Hudson-Odoi. And those will be my top most impactful players so far for the Premier League and in the Chelsea Football Club. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please, if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Comment down below on who you feel like should be in my top 10 players. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video.
Since you've been gone, I've been catching the vibe, I've been catching the vibe. Since you've been gone, I've been catching the vibe, yeah.